Over the summer, Maryville cleared a decently sized wooded area by the auditorium for a drainage field. This once beautiful attraction of Maryville's campus has been torn down and replaced with grass. Ever since returning to the campus in the fall, I noticed a huge lack of wildlife presence. I used to hear birds and see squirrels and rabbits and insects all the time, and now I rarely see them, especially pollinators. When I walk past the few flowering plants left on campus, I rarely see visiting pollinators. Pollinator populations are rapidly disappearing across the globe, and it's taking a huge toll on ecosystem services. Pollination is considered a provisioning service, and it is critical for food and medicine production. Scientists are continually trying to place monetary value on ecosystem services, and pollination has been estimated to provide billions of US dollars of services each year. Pollination provides a direct use value. That is, humans directly benefit by the actions of pollination. In fact, the USDA estimates that 1 of every 3 bites of food require pollination. When dealing with direct use services, it is important to err on the side of caution to not unintentionally or unexpectedly harm the environment. Habitat destruction is the main threat to biodiversity. Maryville is a fast-growing institution, and growth is typically coupled with development and habitat changes. President Lombardi decided to remove this particular area to compensate for another building on campus, so the university can make more money. I believe this was a short-sighted cost-benefit analysis, and it didn't effectively take the environment into account. This development led to the destruction of a whole ecosystem. Granted, it was already fragmented, but it still provided necessary refuge to many pollinators and other species. Pollinators are a migratory species and need connected habitats within corridors for them to successfully make their journey. These habitats provide food, shelter, and access to mates. Without these bare necessities, this land is no longer a viable stop in their migration. With enough habitat destruction and fragmentation, migratory species will endure long stretches of their route without food to power their trip. The good news is Maryville has the potential to restore a suitable habitat for these pollinator species using restoration ecology. Many development projects require mitigation, the recreation of a destroyed habitat in a new place. Mitigation projects are not very effective and are usually monitored for a limited time. Instead, reconciliation ecology is a much more attractive conservation approach. Reconciliation attempts to integrate human activity and biodiversity. At Maryville, this could look like changing the pruned and clean-cut quad into a new habitat for species displaced by the clearing of the wooded area. To attract pollinator species, native plant species need to be established. Although the president believes that a pruned campus is more appealing to prospective students and their families, this is truly a waste of valuable space that has the true potential of fostering valuable species.